What is happening, Metasites? So I'm back with another video. Tonight I was reviewing through a bunch of videos. I've been going past the karaoke stage. Just had to get a lot out of my chest. But take a look. They're, uh, they're talking about different crises. I'm trying to keep up with the stories. The energy crisis is going to be an important thing, so I would recommend people that they get on to either wish.com or eBay and they find a decent generator. I'm trying to get this to work. Come on, you. This whole thing. I meant to sell this. Can't even sell my old junk. Anyway, yeah. So I would just say to people, go and get some generator, portable generator. I don't know what one to get. If you have a budget like under $150, I would recommend getting a good one. But I know that some people are a little bit tapped out. I know I am. I know it looks like I have some stuff, but I've been here a long time. In this apartment, I've been meaning to sell some stuff, but there aren't any buyers around here in my location. It's pretty much like in a very less populated area, and since COVID happened, not a lot of people are really going out and buying as much. If they were just buying mostly food or just trying to fuel up their tanks with gas. There's a massive shortage of like jobs. So I'm trying to do what I can to keep occupied. And everybody is kind of just going with the flow right now, but I gotta tell you, this is not the time to be just coasting along. Like, I'm concerned. I'm very concerned. I mean, I wouldn't go on camera if I wasn't. There's all these stories, a lot of distractions. So what people they gotta do. And forgive me for not being well groomed or well dressed today because I'm just shooting raw. This tea is not even hot. I've been like burning the candle at both ends trying to gather up all the facts. I've seen some stuff, but I just can't post everything all at once. I may have to move to a separate channel in order to collect everything and properly document everything. If I can't do it on YouTube, I may have to move on to BitChute. And yeah, I mean, it was one of those things that I meant to get to doing, but I'm mostly familiar with YouTube. And what I was trying to say to other people, if you can't, okay, you can't budget under $150 or $100. Here's what you do, and I wouldn't advise this, but if you want to get some prepping done, what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to rip the Band-Aid off. Do what I did. I went to Outward Bound in 2015. I was up in Banff, Alberta, and there we were just roughing it. We were roughing it on the mountains. And we were there for a good three weeks. And that's what I just say for people to do. Just start stretching your legs, get into the habit of, not fasting. I mean, fasting, not everybody can do it. I haven't eaten in a couple of days, but and I'm used to it. I'm a starving artist. Support starving artists, please. Anyway, I'm a little bit crazy. I wouldn't recommend anyone fast for any more than 4 days, which is really pushing it. But eventually, every time you do it, it gets a little bit easier. You build up a tolerance. So it's a great way to save money. If you're down in a slump, if you're in between jobs, if you have to scratch together $100 to buy something you need as opposed to what you don't need, that would probably be the time to hustle. that would probably be the time to go out and do some online shopping and or get your credit cards ready. You know, if you don't have one, it's probably now would be a good time to get one in. And I wouldn't worry too much about credit card debt at this point because well, I'm not a financial advisor, but if you really need to get something, um, you know, life happens anyways, right? You just gotta go and you gotta get the tools, get the food, get preparation. Um, I guess you know at Woken Red Pill he would probably have more better wisdom to share at a time like this. So I would just follow Woken Red Pill, and yeah, I don't really have much else to share at this point. I know what's going on in the news. I know what's happening with China and Taiwan, and I get it. You know, a lot of people are just kind of overwhelmed at this point. What you need to do, even if you have family members like I do that are stubborn, get them to listen. Do whatever it takes. Uh, and don't wait, please, because as time goes by, things are gonna. Well, I mean, they might get a little bit more complicated. I may be off YouTube for a few weeks yet. I don't know. But this is what I'm saying to people. People have to start preparing. Because we know we're seeing the prices of gas, the prices of food, I imagine might go up. I sincerely hope not. But okay, food. Here's what you have to get: rice, beans, lentils, non-perishable items. I think I've been over this in a few other videos, and yeah, I mean even if you're in college, do whatever it takes. Find good people offline because online you can't really trust many people. I used to trust people more online, but I mean I think I was more foolish. I think people were more trusting back when times were a little bit easy, but now unless you have a really good network of people, you're fortunate, you're lucky, and some people are just gonna have to do things on their own. It's about survival, man. You may have to survive by yourself for months before you can find friends. And even then, you know, you gotta be really careful about who you trust offline. So I've learned. You have to learn how to, you know, be wise and, you know, trust your instincts. If you get a feeling that somebody is not quite uh, trustworthy, you should listen to that. Because, you know, that little voice upstairs is usually not wrong. And you got to keep your senses clean, you know, in between the ears also. You don't, no drinking, no more smoking, no more doing dope, no more playing games. It's a time for to get serious. And if you haven't by now woken up yet, it's probably a good time. You know, YouTube is not gonna hold your hand and tell you what it is you should be doing. I mean, their job, the CEO and the other people, their job is to entertain people, keep them entertained and happy while they collect the checks. And they're living up in their mansions, high living. But I gotta tell you, for all the regular people out there, even the people that are making YouTube TikToks and such, they're only trying to get together their 15 minutes of fame. When it's up, what then? What are you gonna do? YouTube is like it's become like a contest to see who can get more attention, um, which is fine. I don't know. I don't know what people like on YouTube because I don't get any feedback. But there's a time for and a place for everything. Right now, honestly, that was the time to be getting some food and tools and whatever else you do need. Get back to basics. You know, just it's time to get real. Like get off YouTube, get real, Go out, get a generator, get a good one. Don't waste any stupid stuff on like games, Nintendo. I don't know what you're doing these days, but yeah, like fancy clothes and Nike shoes, gym memberships, your subscription to monthly Netflix or Hulu. I don't know what it is. You guys are smart TVs. You gotta get back to basics. I mean, I'm dead serious. Nobody wants to hear that, but that's the truth. And I'm probably gonna lose. I'm probably gonna lose some followers. Yeah, what followers? I think the few followers that have been watching me, they don't respect me. But that's gonna change soon once they see that they don't know the real me. Like I'm trying to keep my personal life away from YouTube. I don't like to talk about my own life. Only people I see, they're watching the videos, but they're not even commenting. I say, you know what, to those people, you know what, they're not even worth it. They're not worth my time. They don't make any content. They're lazy. I don't know what to say. In 2022, if you're not at least making 10 YouTube videos a year, that's like one for every month, give or take. That needs to change. You need to do and get out there, hustle, get out your cameras and your phones and start documenting. You know, if you wanna take my advice, get your channels up and running. Document your progress, even if you're starting out at the bottom. If your lifestyle is not ideal, now is a golden opportunity, your window of opportunity to make like a change before stuff hits the fan. And I wouldn't wait. I seriously would not wait. Uh, Put it on the back burner until next year or even next month. No, no. People they really got to get their act together. If they can't even get into the habit of growing their channels, what hope are they going to have at survival? They're not going to be able to get connected. They're not even going to be able to contribute anything to this platform, which is now broken. Um, so, so people they really got to do their part, and they got to help out the good people that are struggling. That's what the YouTube community used to be like. Now it's everyone for himself. There's people who have got too much, and then there's other uh, people that are less unfortunate. One sister down under, she's got um, diabetes. She only has her dog. She's she's running around the country. She's trying to find a roof over her head, and they ignore people like that. But they'll support filth and clowns, circus clowns. Yeah. If I wanted to, I could totally do that. I could totally be a circus clown, but again, it's not a time for that. It's a time to be serious. Like, what do the animals do when their instincts they kick in? They just go out and get the nuts, get the food. Bears they gotta gorge themselves before hibernation because when winter comes, you know, animals they got it right. Humans they don't just take whatever they need. They buy and they consume whatever they want. And that's not survival. You have to understand the difference between basic survival. I'm talking about like not having to eat for 3 or 4 days. I'm talking about getting uncomfortable into work ethic, you know, just like work, work, work. And then you got to get used to doing that because hard times are going to come. Mark my words, hard times will come. And if you can't keep up with me, well, take a good look in the mirror, ask yourself, what are you doing? What are you growing? Are you growing as an individual? Some people I've tried to help in the past, they're not growing. They're actually worse off than they were before. I tried to help reach out to those people and they don't seem to get it. Some people never get it. Anyway, I'm going on 15 minutes. Stay crafty. God bless.